Hi guys, welcome to Angie Baby Intuitive. Thanks for joining for your collective read today. We are going to go straight ahead and jump in. Something that was coming through beforehand was emotions. Okay, so what I sort of got from that was if you've been feeling like emotional lately, even an overload of emotion, like it's sort of like you're picking up on other people's energies. Okay, that's the bottom line that I'm getting. It's almost like certain people that you come across, you can't tolerate their energy anymore. Okay, you think it's like you can't tolerate that person anymore. You're believing that it's like a 3D humanoid feeling here about another person, but it's the energy. Okay, and let me tell you, this is not random. This is spirit, God, the divine, waking up within you. Okay, something else that was coming through, God's training ground. So I'm getting a feeling here that you are someone who you've been through quite a lot in your life. Okay, it's just like from a very young age, it's been like boom, 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 boom. You don't feel like you've caught a break. Let me tell you, that was God's training ground for you for something bigger. Okay, let's pull a couple of tarot here. Oh, thank you. Let me just pick that up. Okay, what have we got? Seer and healing. Ooh, wow, wow. And solitude. Far out. That's amazing. Some of you have just gone through this transformation. Okay. Some of you have been in solitude here, gone through an awakening, gone through a transformation. You're down on, ground zero here. It's almost like you're starting life again. Okay, seer and healing. That's amazing. Spiritual gifts, God-given gifts here that are that are starting to develop because of this solitude, because of this transformation, death and rebirth here. Okay, going through a rebirth. What am I going to pull here? Okay, so that sort of goes picking up on people's energies. Here we go. Yeah, you're picking up on people's energies a lot more, almost like you can't tolerate them, like I said. Okay, that's because you've got spiritual gifts that are sort of landing, because of this death and rebirth here, starting from a level playing field. Okay, it's not okay. So what I'm getting right now is like what you're going through right now, these emotions. Okay, it's not just stress, it's not just emotions, it's not just in your head. This is you waking up, and that is because of this death and rebirth. Just I shuffled Hidden Worlds. Let's just split that on the deck. Hidden Worlds with awakening. Guys, oh my God, it's time. Time was underneath that. Okay, and earth underneath that. You're feeling very connected. Wow, oh my God, that is amazing. That is amazing. Solitude, death and rebirth, awakening. This is an awakening now. You're awakening to your gifts. let me tell you, when you go through a death and rebirth, when you go through this process, it's never an easy process. Okay, people love the idea of like, oh, awakening when it sounds pretty, but the truth is, it usually starts with emotional upheaval. Okay, something to do with the throat chakra here. Excuse me. Yeah, it usually starts with emotional upheaval. It can feel like, you know, on the inside, it can feel messy. Okay, like you can't really explain it. Okay, but if you've been through this process, you will understand it. Okay, but it can be messy. It's almost like, you know, your spirit starts to ascend, okay, but your heart is still in the, you know, in your old way of thinking, in your old way of being here. Okay, your whole nervous system has to recalibrate here, guys. And it can feel like, you know, if you look at this girl, it looks like she's crying over here with the seer. I know he's in contemplation, he's the seer, but what I'm getting from that right now is like crying for no reason, needing space, feeling sensitive, being triggered quicker, losing patience, losing your shit with things that like you used to tolerate. And you're sitting there thinking, what the F is going on, you know? Overly emotional. But let me tell you, nothing is wrong with you. This happens before you come out the other side, okay? And you have to go through this unraveling before you step into realization of who you are, okay? The part where you finally see clearly what God is handing you, what God is giving you, what God has instilled in you from birth this whole time. Wow. Okay. What should we pull? Let's get a numerology. Actually, let's go with the star seed. Possible star seed. Let's go with this. Show us what the collective needs to see. I wish I had the archangel. Actually, I'll change my mind again. We're going to go with these ancient. Okay, ancient wisdom cards. Show us what the collective needs to see, please. Tree of vitality, protection, fertility, renewal. Oh my God, someone's throat chakra is really coming in hard. And on the bottom here, listener of sorrows, compassion, sanctuary, sensitivity. So yeah, there's the emotional sensitivity coming out here, okay? Underneath that, we've got sacred goddess, forest goddess, sacred offerings, rituals, nature's bounties. So like I said before, you're feeling really connected with yourself, with the divine, with the earth, okay? Renewal, protection. Crows could be significant for someone. I've already shuffled these, so let's just go boom. What comes out? Dream. I wish upon a star and make my dreams come true. So some of you, you know, are getting messages through dreams. Okay. Ooh, ancient grandmother. I had a reading the other day about a mother coming through in a dream, so this could be significant to that reading, okay? I mean, you know, I can't do one reading and then, oh my God, it's just cut off, and then I'm going to do a completely different reading. Okay, things, I guess, you know, energies sort of linger. Okay, residual energies. So, oh, what did I say? On the bottom of the other one here, we've got winged messenger. The winged messenger. Creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. So we're going to take that one as well. But yeah, look at that. The owl. Yeah. So ancient grandmother teacher. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. That could be significant with someone. What sort of dreams have been coming through to you? The awakener underneath that. Yeah, look, this emotional upheaval that you're going through right now, all right, excuse me, guys. This is what happens before you come out the other side. You have to go through the unraveling before you step into this realization, okay? But this is where it gets really fun. This is where it gets interesting, you know, the part where you finally see what God has been building in you this whole time, what you were born with, the gifts that you were born with, because God just doesn't give gifts, you know, to anybody. You have to go through the upheaval. Like I said, from a young age, you've been through upheavals. Okay, you have to go through that, because that is the training ground for you to be able to hold them, for you to be able to utilize them, for you to be able to utilize them in the right ways, even, you know, to have the wisdom to be able to utilize them in the way that He intends them to be utilized. Seer and healer. You could be seeing, you know, dreams. The dreams are, you know, seer. You could get psychic predictions here. Okay, let me know if that's you. If you've just been real, you know, coming into sync with thinking about something and then it sort of happens, or you know, picturing certain things, if messages are coming to you, dreams coming into fruition here, okay? And healing. Like I said, that process that you've been through, all the turmoil and the upheavals that you've been through throughout your life here, you learned how to heal yourself. I 100% guarantee you that God has been there with you the whole time, okay? Your spiritual team has been there with you the whole time, helping you through all of this. But in the end, you healed yourself here, okay? On this humanized plane, in this 3D realm. And so you then in turn become a healer for other people. Let me know if people are attracted to you, if broken people are attracted to you, and then you have to fix these people, or you feel compelled to fix these people because you're a healer, okay? You've always been a healer. Multiple gifts, that's what's coming through right this second, okay? So healing, searing, you're noticing different things, okay? You're noticing different things. I'm getting a sense here that you have known that you've been different, okay? Different for a long time. Like young, when you were back, like from a young age, you've gone through, like I said, you've gone through these upheavals, okay? Look what's on the bottom here, healing. Okay, again, healing, 666 could be relevant for someone. Healing here, okay? Because I picked these up and shuffled them just a second ago. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't even remember, but... oh, okay. I guess they're the ones that wanted to come out. Patience. Don't try to rush the process, okay? Is what's coming from that. That's automatically what I heard. Don't try and rush the process. You need patience here. Let's turn them up this way. Manifestation, surrender, nature, follow your dreams. Surrender to the process here, okay? You need to have patience. Don't try and push things. Nature, what they say, you're feeling really connected to yourself, to the divine, to nature, okay, to the world. You're feeling really connected. Manifestation and follow your dreams. I love the this aquamarine background. What color would that be? And the pink, okay, pink. Beautiful. A lot of pink. I wonder what the relevance of pink is. Does anyone know the meaning of pink? Because that sort of just smacked me in the face there, okay? 10, surrender to the process. Surrender. Okay, beginnings and ends here. Wow. Beautiful. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Tell me about that. You love being the healer. That's what I heard then. You love being the healer. You love being the healer. You've loved your position. Even though it was overwhelming at times, you've loved your position, you know, of helping people. Okay, because you've suffered so many things in your life, you love that position. You love that people come to you. You love the not the responsibility, but the, yeah, let's say it's responsibility. Okay, I'm not going to get every single word right, but it's almost like you love the responsibility of helping these people through their own upheavals because you've been there, okay, and you know what it's like. You've always really felt things deeper than other people, okay, and that is what helps you, and I think that's what attracts people to you, and what helps you to be able to heal other people, okay. It's like some of you would walk into a room and just know what was going on. No one has to say anything. There doesn't have to be any conversation whatsoever. You just walk in and you know what's going on. Even like energy shift, okay. Some of you, what I'm getting is that some of you can actually be with a person, okay, and you know, the conversation may be flowing and great, blah, blah, blah. And then if there's an energy, if that person changes or has any hostility or any, you know, grievance towards you or anybody else in the room, like, you just pick up on that energy. You can feel shifts, you can feel energy shifts. You can pick up on moods before anyone has to say a word. I'm also getting, like I said before, that some of you saw spirit as a child. If you don't know this, like, touch base with someone in your family, you know, find out about who you were when you were a child, even before you remember, okay? Because I'm getting from a baby. You wouldn't know that unless you had memories of it, okay? But I'm getting from a baby, you would see things. All right, let's jump into some tarot here. I'm rambling a little bit, not too much, but I want to get across. That's what I'm getting when I'm looking at these cards. Even hear your name being called, having a sense of someone being around you. And you were never scared of it, like, you weren't scared of it. You were just aware of it. You'd watch it with curiosity is what I'm getting, curiosity. Definitely tuned in here, guys. Thank you. Oops, I'm going to have to pick that one up. Two of Swords, yeah. And Hierophant underneath that. We're going to keep him out here because I'm telling you, it's relevant. Let me just grab that. Oh. Chariot. And straight away, like I said, crows could be significant earlier. Two of Swords. You didn't want to. You learnt to shut it down. You shut down that seeing. You know, you shut down that seeing. But It's undeniable. You can't shut it down. It's a God-given gift here. It's a God-given gift that he wants you to utilize, that he wants you to use, but they're coming in. All right, they're coming in. You can't shut it down. All right, what do we got? Wow. Wow. Oh, God. Look, honestly, what's this one? Yep. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. It's in picture. You've been through the shit. Like I said, boom, 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 right from a very young age here, guys. But it's given you gifts. It's given you insight. It's given you enlightenment. It's given you, you know, God's given gifts. God's given gifts is what I'm getting off that. Okay, you've been, God, you're feeling really, yeah. Okay, let me start again. God's given gifts. You've been through it, but this is God's given gifts. You can't shut it down, okay? It's instilled within you. They're coming in strong. There's no stopping it now. Okay, and that's because of this rebirth that you've gone through. Level playing ground. Now they're coming in strong. There's no hiding them anymore. I can't go over it enough. This is now, you know, this love, follow your dreams, okay? New beginning here, okay? Of this God-given gift that is in you. Something that you tried to deny. You learnt to shut this down at a young age. Because people didn't understand it is what I'm getting. You wanted to shut it down because people didn't understand it. You didn't feel safe talking about it. You know, you were too sensitive, too much, too dramatic, too over the top. You're a ham, you know, all that sort of thing that you got when you were younger, just because you were expressive and because you were heartfelt and passionate. So you adapted to all of that negativity being pushed towards you, that 3D negativity being pushed towards you, and you tried to shut that shit down, but no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It was almost like you could read everyone else, but you doubted yourself, you know? You are the healer, the one that people ran to, but, you know, you always second guess yourself. Well, let me tell you, it's coming back online, guys. It's coming back in. It's coming back in. Like I said, there's no denying it. Let's get one of these. I want to just get a card from every deck, but ridiculous, you can't. Let go of the self-limiting beliefs. Okay, the situation will improve. Let go, surrender to the universe. That card came out before. Okay, what was it? Doesn't really matter. Surrender came, numerology. Okay, 10. 9 + 1, 10, rebirth, transformation, rebirth, death and rebirth. Let go, the situation will improve. Surrender it, okay? Surrender your doubts, your negative thoughts, your disbelief, your second guessing. Surrender it all to God, okay? Surrender it to God. He's the one that gave you the gifts. Surrender it to God. Your spiritual team is here to help you through. The situation will improve. That is telling me here that you're going to learn how to harness them properly. You're going to learn how to harness the gifts properly. You're going to know how to use them properly. Clarity will come, okay? Clarity will come. Everything feels really intense right now because your gifts are coming back in. Yeah, intention just came through. Intention, tell me. Okay, you can see other people's intentions, okay? So if you come across a person and you see that person doesn't have pure good intentions towards you, man, walk away, cut it off, put up the boundaries, cut that cord, okay? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, guys. Show us what the collective needs to see. Oh, that came out. The hush of heaven holds my heart today. I'm going to read this one because it's sort of... The hush of heaven holds my heart today. We are going to shuffle and get one that flies, but, you know, let's just read this because it sort of stumbled there. Remember that where your heart is, there is your treasure also. Your heart is the center core for all of these gifts, okay? It's where it comes from, right? It's you, it's your spark, it's your gift, it's your, you know, your energy center. Might not be, oh, there we go. Guys, look at this. It fucking blows me away every time. Let's read this one. Love, this is on the bottom here. Love created me like itself. You, oh my God. You are, oh my God. You've got to be kidding. You are the work of God, and his work is wholly lovable and wholly loving. This is how a man must think of himself in his heart, because this is what he is. Don't you just want to scream? I just want to scream right now. I just want to scream right now. I am entrusted with the gifts of God. This is what the whole fucking reading has been about. You can wait. Oh my God. You can wait, delay, paralyze yourself, or reduce your creativity almost to nothing, but you cannot abolish it. What the frig did I say? You tried to turn it off, but you can't. You can't. Last one. Into his presence would I enter now. You can refuse to enter. Thank you, God. That's what I've got to say about these two cards that flew out like his hand just went pook. What was it? Sorry. You can refuse to enter, but you cannot bar the door that Christ holds open. Come unto me, who holds it open for you. For while I live, it cannot be shut. I live forever. You tried to shut that shit down, but it just cannot work. It will not work. It is not going to work, okay? A realization. You've come to the realization. Through this spiritual awakening that you've gone through, you've come to that realization. You've been trying to convince yourself here that you've been overthinking. Oh, you're too emotional, blah, 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 blah. But you keep being proven differently, okay? I'm just blown away with that, honestly. Completely blown away. All right, now I don't even know what to get. Let's pull a miracle. Show us what the collective needs to see, please, God. Thank you. Anything else? Thank you. What have we got on the bottom here? When I allow others to support me, I support them too. Love created me like itself, supporting, healing, healer. I can find peace in every breath. You find peace now in the gifts that have been instilled in you. I'm getting God's breath into you, okay? Biblical terminology, but God's breath in you. He is breathing these gifts to life within you. Into his presence would I enter now. When in doubt, I choose to see peace. Okay, so seer, healer, Okay. Let's not look at the... Look what I just glanced over at. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. Let's pull a new numerology. Thank you. 1212 on the bottom of the deck. Okay. 1212 on the bottom. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. Follow your dreams. Loving the fact that you heal people, that people come with you. You are focused now. Laser focus on what's developing here is what I'm getting, okay? You're accepting it. You're taking it on board. You're wanting it. You're wanting to understand these more. You're wanting them to come in now. You're curious about them. You're no longer wanting to shut them out. Number 20 came out. You relate to others on an almost cosmic level. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. I'm harmonious. Gentle healing means. Amazing. I'm getting a sense here that your spiritual team is close, trying to get your attention through signs, okay? Repeated numbers, songs, animals, nature, you know, because you're connected to nature here. Random words that you keep hearing or seeing through songs or telly or messages or whatever, okay? Dreams is a big one. All right, dreams is the biggest one. All right, so to close this out, we're going to get a couple of affirmations. Am I imagining this? Is what you keep asking. Am I imagining this? No, you're not. It's real. It's 100% real. And trust it. Trust your instincts. Trust your intuition here, okay? All right, I see clearly actions of manipulation. I see truth. You are seeing the truth. You are opening up to your own manipulation. Okay. The manipulation that the negative thoughts, the negative talk that you tried to tell yourself, and that was from, you know, all these people all along these years who doubted you. Okay, you started to doubt yourself. You started to have this negative talk towards yourself, but it's time to let that go. You can see those things that you do to yourself now and what other people do to you, and you're learning to curb those. You're learning to speak the truth. I don't think you're second guessing yourself anymore. I trust my inner guidance. My soul knows the way forward, and that goes hand in hand. You clearly see the manipulation. You see the truth now. You're trusting your inner guidance now. Your soul knows the way forward. I embrace the love and power of my cherished self. I honor my divinity. That is the overall outcome here, guys. Okay, you're learning to trust your divinity. You know, typically I do like an overall outcome. Maybe we should. I've just done that, but let's get an overall outcome here for you. Should we or not? Or should I end it on that? Just give me one card or whatever overall outcome. Woo! Strength. 7 of Swords, on the bottom of the deck, moving forward strategically now, strategically learning to use your gifts. Fuck. Oh my God. Did you see that in shot? Yep, you did. So, you know, the Empress, overall outcome. Birthing these beautiful gifts that God has, oh, sorry about that, guys, let's just keep the table. Birthing these beautiful gifts that God has bestowed into you, okay, from birth. Throwing that beauty, that knowledge, that wisdom out to the world here, and gaining your strength, doing it with strength here, guys. Oh my God. That is amazing. What an amazing read. That is amazing. You are a powerful, powerful person here. Actually, I'm a little bit jealous, guys. You know, I want gifts, I want gifts. All right, that is your reading today. You can't even make this up. I always say that in my reads, but it blows me away every single time. Anyway, thank you for joining. If this resonated with you today, please like the video. It helps my channel and helps my videos to get out there to other people who may need to see this. You are a part of a, you know, spiritual cluster, what do you call it? A spiritual team that is sent here by God to help humanity, to bring light to the world, to heal people, you know, to guide people, to be a guide. Okay, and so it does help for this to reach other angels of your cluster. Okay, if you vibe with me, okay, please subscribe to my channel and share the video so someone else can see it. And if you want to stay up to date with my readings, please hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when new readings drop. So thanks. Oops, confirmation of this, guys. I'm so sorry. My alarm goes off every time, doesn't it? It's just crazy. But at the right times, mind you, I have to say. Confirmation. Stay up to date with the readings, because, you know, our energies are obviously part of the same soul cluster. Thank you for joining. See you in the next one. Take care, guys, and use these gifts wisely. You are an amazing soul.